Kaspa is finally getting listed on a US cryptocurrency exchange. Kaspa mining rigs have decreased astronomically in price. And recently, with all the KRC-20 madness, their profitability spiked through the roof. Miners that were selling for 30 grand, you can pick up for nearly $3,000 right now. And their mining profitability, somewhere around 15 bucks a day, skyrocketed well over $30 a day for a period. It's retraced some, but it's still more profitable than it's been. Hopefully this is a breath of fresh air for Kaspa miners, as mining profitability has decreased over the past several months for this billion-dollar cryptocurrency. I'm Vosk here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Let's dig into all this. Pay rate, huge spike. Here's a chart example. This is on NiceHash, but it translates to mining pools as well. You can see, and I made a quick short on this a couple days ago when this was happening, but you can see here that huge takeoff over the weekend, and then it's trended down, but notice that it is still significantly higher than it was before. This is combined unpaid, so there's multiple algorithms in here, but my link's public. You can come check this out and verify the data yourself if you'd like to do so. This page was loaded yesterday, $2.64 million in emission. That's crazy. It's the second most profitable coin to mine by far. It put out more than 10% of Bitcoin's daily emission, which is impressive. That's a compliment. Okay. Loading this data right now, 1.47 million. And now it's 1.44 million. So it's decreased a lot. When you combine the merge mining results from Dogecoin, Litecoin, and also Bells, which isn't reflected here, Dogecoin retakes its spot as the second most profitable coin to mine right now. Interesting nonetheless. We look at some mining profitability data, right? We see just, 1 to 1.4 terahash of Kaspa mining power here. Normally pulling in 7, 8, 9, 10 coins a day, surged all the way up to 55 coins that day. And then the next day still saw about double mining profitability. We look at the mining profitability calculators. The Kaspa miners are still doing very well. And if you took Alph out of the equation here, they would still be looking absolutely supreme, right? KS5 Pros and KS5s projected to earn over 23 bucks a day at a 10 cent per kilowatt hour electricity rate. Many of these miners are still projected to be very profitable, even accounting for the electricity bill. Personally, I'm still just bathing in the Nervos pump with the K7. It's great to see their mining profitability restored some there. We went very heavy into CKB mining earlier this year. But to bring it back to Kaspa, let's talk about Pionex. So we've got an affiliate link. Please use our link. It supports the channel, helps us make all this content all the time. Pionex has two branches. We've talked about it many times before. There's pionex.com and pionex.us. I've got two links, goes to both of them. You get a sign-up bonus. We get an affiliate bonus. So this is really exciting. Why? No, it's not an ad for an exchange. It's because they're listing Kaspa. So this is now going to be the most straightforward way for a U.S. citizen to mine Kaspa or buy or trade for Kaspa with dollars, right? And you can cash it out. You can turn dollars into Kaspa here easily. This is big news. They've got that first mover advantage, which is very cool. Kaspa has absolutely trashed here exchange support, especially from the lens of a U.S. citizen. When we look at where does the exchange volume and support come from? I mean, we don't see Binance, we don't see Coinbase, we don't see Kraken, we don't see Gemini, we don't even see Crypto.com. So yeah, this is a big deal. This is important. And while Pionex.com has been trading Kaspa, it's right here, it has not been trading on Pionex.us. So that's a big deal. Pionex has supported the channel. We've talked a lot about their trading bots before, which was a very cool, fun, and profitable endeavor, I may add. So I may start spinning up some more trading bots, but the market's been so kind of boring and sideways. I've really kind of retreated to long-term positions personally, just to make sure that I don't lose all my coin. I'm trying to, preserve my positions and survive this, because a lot about, in my opinion, these really, honestly, tough markets, lack of enthusiasm markets, sideways markets, suppressed markets, it's kind of just surviving, adding to positions and waiting for better times. It's my 2 cents. Looking at miners, you can buy a bunch of places, including Coin Mining Central. Again, we're an affiliate there. But more importantly, we've got coupon code VoskCoin to save some coin. These miner prices, honestly, I'm surprised to see them. You see that the Ice River KS5L, they recently dropped their prices to around $2,000 per miner, which was a crazy price decrease. And Bitmain turned around and answered by dropping their prices to nearly $3,000 for a miner, right? So for another $1,000, you can get almost twice the mining efficiency. The KS5s are best in class Kaspa miners, and it's surprising to see, and it's a lot of miner for the money. Talked about this a lot. Make sure you know this. Every month, the amount of Kaspa coins mined reduces. Kaspa miners, unless this coin goes crazy up even more in market cap, they're going to be absolutely garbage in a couple of years. So it's a very short period to, one, make your money back. Two, just have a lucrative endeavor here. Difficulty has remained difficult and gotten very difficult over the last year. It's become something like 100 times more difficult to mine this coin over the last year. A little bit, maybe a little bit less than that now, as we start to move further down the timeline. But yeah, Kaspa, we talk about it a lot. To be honest, I'm kind of bored of talking about it. I've mined myself into a decent Kaspa position. It's $4 billion market cap. It's only down 16% from its all-time high. The market would be insane if we could say that about most cryptocurrencies, right? You take even Ethereum, the second biggest coin, it's still down 51% from its all-time high. And that all-time high is from 2021, which feels like a lifetime ago. Kaspa's all-time high is from 2 months ago, right? So if we had ETH trading around $4,000, people would be singing a very different tune. And it's the same for many different cryptocurrencies. We go to the fourth coin here, down 23% from its all-time high, which BNB surprisingly hit an all-time high 3 months ago. A lot of people don't know that, but BNB it's outperformed expectations. And even though it traded around $200 a coin in 2023, to spike up right over there and touch a new all-time high, 2024, unusual, seriously. And yeah, sure, maybe it's because they have their own exchange. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the world. Either way, they always end up just in every court case and every semi-shady thing. So we'll have to see where they go, but I think their pockets are so deep that they can buy their way out of most problems. But isn't that the same thing that people were saying about FTX, and you kind of saw how that went? Granted, when you really pieced everything together, it wasn't as bad as it looked, for what it's worth. It's that trust erosion that hurts the most, though. Let me also show you the Bitmain Antminer AL3. Oh man, I already regret this thing. So these things from Bitmain were 30 Gs, got into one of those at a position like that, and you see the mining returns are just dropping dramatically, and now they're selling the AL3 from Ice River for, a fraction of the price. So mining just it's been very frustrating this year. When you look at the mining profitability calculator, every month there's a new really profitable miner, and it's just been very difficult to keep up with, right? Some miners have held decently, like the EZ100 Pro, very expensive, but it's held pretty steady on mining profitability. Kaspa miner super profitable, but quickly crumbled. AlphaPex DG1 was really exciting for like a month, and then it has been not all that lucrative, but I have high hopes for Dogecoin, and the triple mining with bells has been a very welcome relief there. And of course, there's all the Radiant mining, which you may get excited to see these miners that can, potentially push these big profitability numbers like the Dragon Ball A11. Well, understand Dragon Ball will never have a best-in-class miner. These other manufacturers have something better up their sleeve. So, not financial advice, just understand that and be advised for what it's worth. We look over at ranking these coins, right? And we don't see Radiant anywhere here, right? We punch it in, it's not even tracked. However, Alph is one of the most profitable coins to mine by daily emission and has a huge, for better and worse, remaining supply. Not to be confused with infinity, which is an unlimited supply, like Dogecoin. Mining Pool Stats does track Radiant. We got to scroll down to almost the bottom of the front page, and you'll see it's coming in about $15,000 per day. So to put that into perspective, right, Alph can support more than 4 times, I guess that's 5 times, nearly as many miners in that ecosystem with that daily emission, that proof of work produced, that output. To contrast that with Kaspa, right? Kaspa can do well over 10, 12, 14x how much of a mining ecosystem that Alph can support. And so those are huge magnitudes apart. So people are thinking, oh, these Radiant miners may be something like the Kaspa miners. No, I mean statistically probably not, but it's a low cap coin, so it could easily ascend. It could also easily dump. We've seen a lot of cryptocurrencies that are just absolute trash as far as like their actual output and performance. We look at Handshake, right? HNS, ASIC mineable coin, high hopes, excited, sitting at a $7 million market cap, only $30,000 in 24-hour trading volume, which to be honest, I think is a lot for this cryptocurrency. That's a tiny market cap, right? A daily emission of $1,500. So yeah, things like My Handshake miner, what is it, HS3? Yeah, it's so impressive that it loses a couple bucks a day instead of makes a couple bucks, and it costs a couple $1,000, right? And that's a bad example, or an example where something went poorly. But there have of course been some very lucrative miners, like the Kaspa miners that we got into early. And I think the L9, while it's overpriced, I think it'll be a good device long term. And I know I sound like a broken record here, but Bells provides some welcome relief there. So hey, I'm Vosk, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, and for no other reason than our CKO, who was of course recommended for promotion by Dennis. So we're at 10 seconds tails in every video. I hope you slap that subscribe button harder than I don't know, a lot of ways this could go poorly. I'll see you later.